Hello mga ate mga kuya, nandito tayo ngayon sa Makati where Samsung has recently updated their very popular Samsung A series. We're talking about the A50s and it's an interesting upgrade to the A50. Most of the specs are very similar but the cameras have been upgraded. The back is a new design. Look at that. Hindi na siya yung rainbow colors. It's a nice new design, some sort of prism look. It's got upgraded cameras. Everybody already loved the A50. I actually really liked it. It's a good sort of mid-range vlogging and sort of media sharing smartphone. There's a headphone jack on it. You can vlog with it with an external microphone like I'm doing right now with my S10 Plus. But they've made it even better with the A50s. Price at 18,990 for the 6 gig variant. Yes, you're getting a 6 gig variant. So Samsung did something weird here where their primary SKU, their primary SKU, I forgot, something, is the 6 gig variant, which costs 18,990. In fact, I think the 6 gig variant has multiple colors, but in actual fact, the Galaxy A50s has a 4 gig 64 variant that is much more affordable at 15,990. And according to one of my clips here, which should be this one, the 15,990 variant seems to only come, I think, in black. So maybe that's why Samsung is not promoting the 4 gig 64 variant, but in my opinion, that might be the better choice because that's 3,000 pesos difference, 15,990 versus 18,990 for the 2 extra gigs of RAM and the 64 extra gigs of storage. But I think you're perfectly fine with 4 gigs of storage and expandable memory because the phone has micro SD slot. Anyway, back to our regularly scheduled hands-on. They've upgraded the camera significantly. Now you have a 48 megapixel Samsung sensor on the back with an 8 megapixel ultra wide and a 5 megapixel depth sensor. So ultra wide can even shoot super steady video now at 1080p. So that's super great for vloggers. And then your selfie camera is now upgraded to 32 megapixel. And get this, both the 48 megapixel and the 32 megapixel can shoot 4K video. So great for vloggers, especially if you're in the cutting edge who want to shoot 4K video, experiment with 4K video and get, 4K video like mine from my S10 Plus. We have 4,000 milliamp hour battery, which is surprising because this is not heavy or thick at all. And last but not least, we have an in-display fingerprint scanner, which unfortunately I didn't program on this unit, but we have an in-display fingerprint. So it is a pretty modern smartphone for 19,000 pesos. We're gonna go hands-on on it right now. All right, guys, so here is the Samsung Galaxy A50s, sorry, not Plus. Haha, almost tricked myself. So Samsung Galaxy A50s, a upgraded variant of the Samsung Galaxy A50. And as you can see, I've customized mine already, and I'm already using the in-display fingerprint scanner right here. It's actually quite a nice fingerprint scanner. We're looking at I believe a 6.4 inch 1080p Super AMOLED display, Full HD Plus. We do have they call it an Infinity U notch with a speaker grill, a tiny speaker grill right there. But that is a nice display, the nice, build quality. It looks very similar to the A50, but it's slightly better when it comes to the bezels and stuff like that. It's a nice looking design. They've changed the back design these days. It used to be a sort of rainbow shimmer type of look, but now it has this sort of, broken glass prism design. It is a nice looking phone. It's nice to hold. There is a TPU protector silicone case in the box, which is a nice bonus. So this phone is powered by an Exynos 9611. I wouldn't call it the most powerful processor in the world. As you can see, we have an Antutu score of 153,000 or 154,000. Not gonna set the world on fire in terms of Antutu score, but you can clearly tell that the One UI, the Samsung One UI, is very smooth. This is a great sort of ROM or skin by Samsung, and you can see that it keeps up quite nicely with my scrolling around and pressing buttons. You do get a little bit of loading when it comes to scrolling like this compared to my Samsung S10, which is shooting this video right now. Not sponsored, by the way. But I do like the skin. It makes the 153,000 Antutu score not matter so much. All right, so there's a couple of key features that I really wish to highlight with the Samsung Galaxy A50s. That's a lot in words, but first things first, it is a Super AMOLED display, beautiful display, and you can have an always on display. I've set mine to tapping the screen lets the always on display show up, and you can see where the in-display fingerprint sensor is. Now, I think most of the improvements with the Samsung Galaxy A50s come with the camera system. So the front camera has improved. It is now a 32 megapixel, up from a 25 megapixel front camera. So crazy amounts of megapixels here. By the way, this front camera shoots 4K video. I don't know if you care, but I care, and it shoots 4K video. Same with the megapixels in the back. One of these is 48 megapixels, up from, I believe, 25 as well from last generation, which actually was just several months ago. One of these is 8 megapixels ultra wide, and one of those is a 5 megapixel depth sensor, which I actually haven't played around with that much. But the camera app allows you to shoot wide in both scenarios. So this is the normal angle. This is the wide angle, the ultra wide with the ultra wide 8 megapixel camera. But the selfie camera also has ultra wide or wider than normal. So this is for selfies, and then if you want to include more people, you can use the wider shot, which is a nice bonus even though there's only one sensor. That means it's slightly cropping in for the regular shot. Most of the new features and most of the features that I really like that came into the A50s are on the camera app. Now, for one thing, the cameras have improved. Like I said, 48 megapixel on the back, 32 megapixel in front, and now there's 3 cameras on the back instead of just the 2 from the A50. But there are new features here that is really friendly to content creators, like the Super Steady mode, which is a trickle-down feature from the S10 Plus, for example, which shoots gimbal-like video, which is great. You can also shoot in 4K if you're a madman. So if you look here, I can set both resolutions to 4K. However, front-facing camera cannot have electronic stabilization. The rear camera only gets stabilization electronically through 1080p video. So a little bit of a limitation there. If you have a gimbal, that's great. But that's a great feature for budding content creators, which this phone is particularly targeted towards. Very, very cool. So many shooting modes. There's live focus, there's video, super slow-mo, slow motion, hyperlapse, and all of those are actually pretty cool features to get in a below 20,000 peso phone. On my S10 Plus, for example, I shoot video with an external microphone, and this supports external microphone as well because it has a headphone jack. You also have AR Doodle feature. So this is a great feature that trickled down from the Note 10 Plus or the Note 10. That feature, AR Doodle, is not on the S10 Plus, but is on the A50s. This is a video vlog edited completely and shot completely on the A50s. And all of these editing and all of the things that I've done on the edits are done with the built-in video editor app, which is crazy. Okay guys, so that's about it for the new Samsung Galaxy A50s. There's also other variants like the A30s, the A20s, and the A10s. Surprising, there's a lot of ASs, but this is the most interesting one. I really like it. Great for vloggers and sort of on-the-go connected people. 19,000 pesos, and if you pre-order, you get a Galaxy Fit E. So that's a pretty good bonus for you fitness gurus out there. So that's the Galaxy A50s. Check it out. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.